Daily devotional, Exodus 14:14. God will fight our battles for us. All we need to do is be silent. So that's a pretty big one. He brings us calm. He brings us peace that surpasses all understanding. Um, Definitely keep yourself out of trouble by being quiet, you know. Um, yeah, I like to remember this one when I feel like I need to handle a situation or be, aggressively going after stuff. And as it turns out, most of the stuff down the line, it turns out to not be important. But in the moment when you're feeling, very passionate about something, that may not be easy to do. And then I think, you know what? God's got this. God's bigger than me, bigger than them, bigger than the situation. And, he vindicates us and he loves us. And, yeah. And another thing I think about, too, is like if somebody's, not being so nice to us or that sort of thing. I watch a lot of NDE stories, near-death experience. Pretty much all of them talk about having their life review and how everything that you've made someone else feel, everything that you've made someone else feel, you have to experience that as they felt it. So, yeah. And I think about that when I think about all the shit that I've put people through. And, like, I'm going to have to deal with that. I'm going to have to face that. Not only am I going to have to face that, but I'm going to have to face that and be accountable in front of the Lord my God, whom I love. And it's, there's going to be some, positive stuff too. But, for some people, that life review is not going to be very fun. So, I think about stuff like that. I'm like, dude, you know what? And it's not about me. The way that people treat you isn't about you. That's a reflection of what they've got going on in their inner world, their psyche, their, unresolved shit. Because a person that's like, well balanced and, has their shit together, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, they're not gonna attack another person, like maybe not physically, but mentally, emotionally. Like right now, a certain person came to mind. It was like one of the old bosses, and forgive me for saying, but he was not. Yeah, he was. What would he do? Microaggression, they call it. Like he would just say these little things that would, it was like not quite inappropriate. It was like always under the radar, and it just, man, I gotta pray about that and pray for forgiveness because it's been some years, and if that's coming up, then that's something that I still have unforgiveness about, and I want to deal with that. But after I pray for that and pray for him, God heal and bless him too. Yeah, he's the one that's got to live with himself, and I'm sorry, but being in like a state of mind like that, that does not sound like a good place to be. So, yeah. Yeah, some people, they don't have a whole lot of good stuff going on for themselves, and they say, like hurt people. So, anyway, mercy, God's mercy granted to us. And something I pray for, when I remember. Going into work is, because I do customer service, grace, patience, kindness. Be graceful, patient, and kind to myself first. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, so allow yourself grace, patience, and kindness. Patience is, I'm working on it. But yeah, to try to have that with people. And some days it works like a charm, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm like, man, all right, good job, me. And then some days it's a little harder, so I don't know, we're all a work in progress. But, keeping your heart in the right place, your heart posture, and, like, actually doing your best, it's legit and it's real. And it is hard, man. Like, other day I was walking into work. I just told this on the daily devotional, like, I don't know, yesterday, a couple days ago, whatever. And I was like, grace, patience, kindness. And I was like, yeah, I got this. And I was feeling good. And then, like, that first one, God put them on my path. I was like, and I lost it. Like, not, it was all professional. It was all visibly, but this person got under my skin. And I was like, shit, man, I'm not as advanced as I think I am sometimes. I have a good friend, and, we talk about, oh, I'm advanced, and then we laugh, Anyway, have a beautiful weekend, and, yeah, thank you for listening. All right. This is Hank, by the way. He's a good boy.